James lived in a small, quiet village nestled at the edge of a vast forest. The village was peaceful, with narrow dirt roads, simple homes, and gardens full of vegetables and flowers. The people who lived there were hardworking, and though they didn't have much, they were content. James, however, was not quite as fortunate as the other villagers. He lived in a small, run-down hut at the edge of the village. His field was dusty and barren, yielding only enough crops to feed him for the year. James had little money, and life was often a struggle. Though his neighbors had plenty to boast about, James never complained. He was a simple man, content with his humble life. The only companion he had was his single hen, Goldie. She was an odd-looking creature, with feathers that shimmered in the sun like they were made of the softest gold. But despite her unusual beauty, she was just a regular hen in James's eyes. He cared for her every day, feeding her the grains from his meager supply and making sure she was safe from any harm. One crisp autumn morning, as the golden light of dawn touched the earth, James was getting ready to go to work in his fields. He fed Goldie as usual and then went about his day. But that afternoon, as he went to check on her, something remarkable happened. There, nestled in the corner of the coop, was a golden egg. It wasn't just any egg. This one gleamed in the sunlight as if it had been made from pure gold. James couldn't believe his eyes. He picked it up carefully, feeling the weight of it in his hand, and stared at it in astonishment. "Could this be?" James whispered, still not fully grasping what he was seeing. He quickly ran outside and shouted to his neighbors, Come look at this!" But they only laughed, thinking it was a joke or a prank. They had seen their fair share of odd things, but a golden egg? That was beyond belief, but when they saw it with their own eyes, their jaws dropped. "It really is gold," one of the villagers said, hardly believing it. James, wide-eyed and overwhelmed with excitement, rushed inside and placed the golden egg in a safe spot. He was filled with wonder, imagining all the possibilities of what this could mean for him. With one golden egg, his life could change forever. "I'm rich," he thought as he danced around the room in disbelief. He had never imagined that his life could be transformed by a simple hen and a single golden egg. The next morning, James woke up to find another golden egg. And then, every morning after, there was a new golden egg waiting for him. Each egg was identical, shining as brightly as the first. With every egg that Goldie laid, James's excitement and hope grew. Slowly, he began to imagine what he could do with all the riches he would accumulate. He would buy new clothes, hire workers for his field, and live in a grand house. He could leave the village behind and live in a city where he would never have to worry again. His life, which had once seemed so dull and uneventful, was now full of endless possibility. He marveled at Goldie, who continued to lay the golden eggs without fail. She seemed like an answer to all of his prayers. Goldie was no ordinary hen, and James was beginning to see that his luck had changed. But what he didn't know was that his good fortune would soon lead him down a path he never expected, a path filled with temptation, greed, and loss. For now, though, James was content. He had a hen who laid golden eggs, and that, for the moment, was enough. As he held the shiny egg in his hand, James felt a spark of excitement he had never known before. Perhaps, he thought, this was the beginning of something truly wonderful. Each day, James woke up eager to see what Goldie had laid. Every time he entered the coop, his heart raced in hope of another golden egg. After several more, it became clear that Goldie was no ordinary hen. With each egg, James's wealth steadily grew. His modest hut, once cramped, began to feel like a home. He used the gold to buy new clothes, paint for his walls, and extra tools for his field. Villagers, once sympathetic, now admired him, whispering how he'd struck it rich. James was no longer the poor farmer with one scruffy hen. He was becoming important. His wealth grew, and so did his pride. He bought new furniture, fine foods, and invited neighbors over for grand meals. Goldie's golden eggs had transformed his life, and James couldn't help but feel he was finally receiving what he deserved. However, With each passing day, something began to shift. As he walked through his new wealth, a thought began to form in his mind. What if I could have more? What if I could get all the golden eggs at once? This thought grew stronger with every new egg Goldie laid. One morning, staring at the golden egg in his hand, James thought that one egg a day was too slow. He dreamed of having all the golden eggs all at once without waiting. As the sun dipped each evening, James's thoughts became consumed with desire for more. He'd bought everything he could think of: furniture, clothes, food, land. But now he dreamed of an empire. He wanted piles of gold, a mansion, and to be the richest in the village and world. His neighbors, seeing his success, asked for advice, but James, proud and eager to keep his secret, refused to share. He wanted not just wealth, but to be the envy of all. Soon, his satisfaction with one egg a day faded. Goldie, once a lucky hen, became a tool for his impatience. He wanted everything now, all at once, and began thinking of ways to get all the eggs in one go. The thought of waiting for another egg seemed unbearable. His desire grew stronger, and the patience he once had disappeared. James's greed deepened, clouding his judgment. The golden eggs, which had already changed his life, were no longer enough. He wanted more, much more. Every day he grew more impatient, consumed by the idea of instant wealth. He believed there must be a secret to the golden eggs, something he hadn't yet uncovered. If he could find the source of Goldie's eggs, he could have all the gold at once. Days passed as James obsessively watched Goldie, studying her every move. He wondered if the eggs were hidden inside her or perhaps buried under her coop. His mind raced with plans. He couldn't wait for the eggs to appear one by one. He had to uncover the secret himself. One morning, it came to him. James would no longer wait passively. He would take matters into his own hands. He decided to find out where the eggs came from and take them for himself. The desire for instant wealth had consumed him, and the humble man he once was seemed like a distant memory. James's obsession grew. He watched Goldie carefully, analyzing everything she did. He believed the golden eggs were hidden somewhere, maybe inside her or beneath her coop. But no matter how much he thought about it, one thing was clear. He needed to know the truth. In his desperation, James made a fateful decision. One morning, after Goldie laid another egg, he decided he could no longer wait. He would take the secret for himself. His mind clouded with greed, James approached the coop. He had no intention of letting Goldie live to lay another egg. His decision was made. He would kill her to uncover the secret. With a knife in hand, James approached Goldie, his heart racing with excitement. He felt no fear, only the thrill of the treasure he believed awaited him. With one swift motion, he killed the hen, standing over her lifeless body. But as he looked down, his excitement began to fade. There was nothing unusual about her body, just feathers and bones. No treasure, no hidden eggs. James's heart sank as the truth hit him. Goldie hadn't been hiding a stash of golden eggs. There was no magic, no hidden treasure, just a regular hen. In his blind pursuit of greed, James had destroyed the very thing that had given him everything. His wealth, his dreams, had all been built on the hope of more golden eggs, but now there were none. He had killed the hen, and in doing so, he had lost everything. The golden eggs, the wealth, the life he had built, all gone in an instant. As he stood there staring at the lifeless hen, James realized the mistake he had made. His desire for more had clouded his judgment, and now it was too late. The golden eggs were gone forever. In the silence of the coop, James's regret overwhelmed him. He had acted impulsively, thinking there was a secret hidden in Goldie, but now he saw the truth. Goldie had given him what he needed, a steady flow of golden eggs. But in his greed, he had destroyed it all. There was no treasure left, just a broken man standing in the cold silence of the coop. James's heart ached as he realized the depth of his mistake. He had wanted instant wealth, but in doing so, he had lost the steady blessings he once had. He had been patient once, appreciating the slow but steady rise in his fortune, but greed had taken over. And now he was left with nothing. As James sat in the empty coop, he reflected on his actions. He thought of the villagers who had once admired his wealth. But now how could he explain what he had done? He had let his greed blind him, and in doing so, he had destroyed his good fortune. The life he had dreamed of, the wealth he had desired, was gone. James sat in the quiet coop, the weight of his actions settling in. He had everything once, and now he had nothing, all because he couldn't appreciate what he had when he had it. His mind wandered back to the days before his greed had taken over. Goldie's golden eggs had been a simple gift, enough to improve his life, but he had wanted more. Now that desire had cost him everything. The villagers went on with their lives, while James sat alone in the coop, broken. He had let greed take control, and now he faced the consequences. He had lost everything, not just the golden eggs, but Goldie, the source of his wealth and happiness. There was no way to go back, and the dream he had built had been shattered by his own folly. As the evening sky darkened, James stood, realizing that he could never change the past. But he understood now that greed had been his downfall. It had blinded him to the true value of what he had, and now he would live with the consequences of his actions.